Well, defer no time because delays have dangerous ends. I repeat that defer no time because delays have dangerous ends. So, at this point in time, when Jupiter is in the Taurus sign and Jupiter moves in the Taurus sign on the 1st of May 2024, at this point in time, you need to take your decisions. You need to be prompt in your decisions at this point in time. You need to do the things right now. You don't need to delay things in your life at this juncture. You might have been thinking about doing something. You might have been delaying your decisions. You might have been delaying the things which you need to do. You might have thought that I'll do these things tomorrow. But let me tell you that tomorrow never comes. The time is now, and you have to do things now when Jupiter is in the Taurus sign. Well, if you keep postponing things in your life, then those things are never gonna happen. So you need to show a sense of urgency right now. You need to tell yourself to do things now because there are no guarantees that we are gonna live tomorrow. We are here today and we might be gone today. So you need to create an urgency in your life at this juncture when Jupiter is in the Taurus sign. Your mantra should be, do it now. Yes, instead of postponing things, instead of procrastinating, instead of saying that I'll do it tomorrow, instead of waiting for the right moment, you need to do it now because that right moment is never gonna come. That coast is never gonna be clear. Those ducks are never gonna be lined up. If you think that my ducks are gonna be lined up and only then I will do a certain thing, if that happens, I will do this, then that time is never gonna come. Nothing is gonna be perfect in this world. It is us who has to seize the moment and make it perfect. This is an imperfect world. Yes, it is. God wanted this world to develop gradually, evolve over a period of time, and He chose human beings to do this greater work. God chose human beings to make a difference to this planet Earth. I wouldn't say imperfect, but I would say incomplete. Yes, incomplete would be the right word in this context. And God has allotted every human being a purpose to make a difference to this world. You know, this world can never be complete because God wants people who are coming after us to complete that purpose of theirs and hence make a difference to this planet Earth. So don't defer things for tomorrow. You need to do them now. Because as I told you, there are no guarantees. There are no guarantees that you are gonna live tomorrow. So live for today at this point in time. Don't think about tomorrow. If you wanted to start a business, or if you wanted to do a job, or if you wanted to take care of your health, if you wanted to reduce that body weight, if you wanted to have a more fit body, if you wanted to travel the world, if you wanted to see more places, if you wanted to meditate, if you wanted to be vocal about your love for your loved ones, then the time is right now. Well, the thing is that you need to act. Instead of thinking, you need to act at this point in time. Well, a person who thinks all the time has nothing to think except thoughts. Hence, that person loses touch with reality and starts to live in a world of illusion. So you need to act at this point in time. Action despite the distraction. So you shouldn't delay anything at this point in time. Because Jupiter in Taurus will give you the opportunity to manifest things in your life. Well, if you want to manifest things in your life at this point in time, then you need to call those things that be not as though they were. I'll tell you what I mean by this. You need to call those things that be not as though they were. Like you need to start living what your dreams and goals are, as if you have already achieved them. You have to live those dreams and goals right now. you have to start imagining that you are already living your goals and dreams. And if you do as I say, then you will see things manifesting for yourself at this juncture. Well, a person who can think about a thing, who can conceive about a thing, who can believe about a thing, then he or she can achieve those things in this life. And it all depends upon your mind. You know, things happen twice in this world. First in your mind, then in reality. What you germinate in your mind and you start believing on that, that is gonna happen in your life. But you must have that conviction on that idea, that plan, that imagination, that picture you have about yourself in your mind. Yes, your mind is everything. So if you want to manifest in anything in this world, then you need to imagine the right things for yourself. Because only if you imagine the right things are going to happen in your life. And if you start imagining the negative things, then negativity will engulf you. And the other thing at this point in time when Jupiter is in the Taurus sign is that don't try to control things at this point in time. The fact of the matter is that nothing is within our control. Yes, nothing. If you think that you are doing something, then you are sadly mistaken. If I think that I am doing something, then I am completely wrong. Everything is a happening. We can't make things happen consciously or intentionally. A human being has no control over what he or she wants. All a human being can do is think and imagine about those things and then make an effort and work towards it. Well, I'll tell you that everything is a happening, and I'll prove it to you that everything which is happening in this world is a happening. We have no control over them. Well, your breathing is a happening. Your seeing is a happening. Your hearing is a happening. Well, you can't control the rods and cones in your retina to see. Can you? You can't. Well, can you intentionally breathe? No, it is a happening. It is happening automatically. Well, I'd say that your thoughts and feelings are also happening. You have no control over them. But let me tell you, one thing you have control over, and that is what you think about, what you ponder, what you dwell on. I agree that we don't have control over our thoughts. In other words, we can control our thoughts that are coming into our mind, but we can definitely control the thoughts which we dwell on, which we ponder, which we think about. All sorts of thoughts will come into our mind. I mean the negative as well as the positive thoughts. But you need to segregate the positive from the negative and start thinking about the positives only. You need to make a determined, deliberate and a conscious effort to do this. So you see, everything is a happening. Your feelings are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening. Your hearing is a happening. Your seeing is a happening. The clouds are happening across the sky. The sky is happening blue. The sun is happening shining. There it is, all the happenings. And may I introduce you? This is yourself. You are also a happening. This begins to be a vision of who you really are. A happening, a spontaneous occurrence. Yes, you are a spontaneous occurrence. You had no role in your birth and you are not gonna have any role in your death. So you need to create a sense of urgency at this point in time. And you need to realize this thing very, very importantly, that you aren't doing things. You are being done. Yes, you aren't doing things. You are being done. And in astrology, we believe that the planets and the constellations are controlling our life. You know, God is not gonna move his little finger to control the human beings of this world. Hence, he has placed the planets in the universe, the constellations in the universe. Well, human beings automate their factory. They automate their offices. Yes, human beings install computers and machinery in their factory. to make things faster for themselves so that they don't have to remember everything, so that they can have some control over their business, their life, their data, so that they can show some efficiency in their life. So, in the same way, God has automated a human being's life. Every life in this human being has been automated by God by installing the planets in the universe, the constellations in the universe. And this astrology belongs to God because He is maneuvering our lives. He is controlling our lives through the planets and the constellations. So you see, everything is controlled by God. Everything is gonna happen at its own time. You cannot force things in your life. Forcing things in your life will lead to ruin. What I mean is that let life unfold naturally. If you try to hold water in your hand, it is not gonna stay in your hand. It is gonna flow away. You cannot hold water. Similarly, you cannot have any control over your life. It is a happening. So you need to let life unfold naturally at this point in time. Take life one day at a time. Let things happen naturally in your life. Don't force things. I'm not saying don't make an effort. Don't work. Don't do this or that. Yes, your effort has to be there. Yes, your work has to be there in your life, because nothing will work without your work. And remember that everything in this world is perfect. Whatever God has made in this world and what God is doing for us, that is absolutely perfect. We shouldn't worry about God's timing. We shouldn't doubt God's timing. Everything happens at its appointed time. You cannot force things in your life. All you can do is work. Make your effort and then leave the rest to God. And as I told you that everything in this world is perfect, let me prove this to you. Just as we breathe in, we breathe out. Yes, just as we breathe in, we breathe out. Isn't this something perfect? Isn't this something amazing, awesome that we breathe in and then we breathe out? Isn't this something perfect? So similarly, just as we breathe in, we breathe out, there is a time for being ahead and there is a time for being behind. There is a time for being in motion and there is a time for being at rest. There is a time for being vigorous and there is a time for being exhausted. There is a time for being safe and there is a time to embrace danger. All of our life is a movement towards perfection. So you need to trust in God's timing and keep on making your efforts. Keep doing the work. Because nothing else is in your hand. You need to believe that whatever is happening, the good, the bad, the ugly, is helping you to reach your goals and dreams of your life. It is helping you to do that greater work which you have come to do on this planet Earth. If you look back in your life, whatever you experienced, the good, the bad, the ugly, has helped you to reach here. The good, the bad, the ugly has prepared you for now. Only the good is not gonna prepare you. The good, the bad, the ugly is gonna prepare you and has prepared you for this particular moment where you are in your life. So you need to embrace the good with the ugly and the bad. So you need to trust God at this point in time. Whether your situation is serious, grim or happy, you need to accept everything at this point in time and move forward with your life. Yes, don't forget to move forward with your life. Well, if you can't fly, you need to run. If you can't run, you need to walk. And if you can't walk at this point in time, you need to crawl. But make sure you keep moving forward at this point in time when Jupiter is in the Taurus sign. Well, if you are here on this planet Earth, if you haven't checked out of this planet Earth, if you are watching this video, that means God is not through with you as yet. He still wants you to do something on this planet Earth. So you need to find that purpose, that goal and dream if you haven't found until now, and keep finding if you haven't found that as yet. And if you find that goal and dream, that purpose of your life, that calling of your life, then you need to start moving towards those goals and dreams of your life, that purpose of your life which you were born for. Well, my point is simple. Don't trust tomorrow. You need to do things today itself. When every minute someone leaves the world behind, we are all in line without knowing. We never know how many people are before us. We cannot move to the back of the line. While we wait to leave this planet Earth, we need to make moments count. You need to make priorities. You need to make your gifts known. I mean your talents, abilities and skills known to this world. Make a nobody feel like a somebody. Make your voice heard. Make the small things big and the big problems small. Make someone smile. Make the change. Take that decision. Make love. Make peace. Make sure to tell your people that they are loved. Make sure to have no regrets when you check out of this planet Earth. And when you get to the front of the line, make sure you are ready to enter eternity with God. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about Jupiter in the Taurus sign. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you are most welcome to contact me. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will never get a chance to live this beautiful human life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase and improve your luck in your life, because luck plays an important factor in the life of human beings. So if you want to boost this thing called luck, then I want to tell you all, I have several remedies for you. You know, these remedies which I'm talking about are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies and religious remedies, which can be utilized by any person of any religion. And if you want me to pray for you, because prayer can move mountains. So if you want me to pray for your health, wealth, success, money, business, career, job, relationships, love relationships, marriage, married life, children, property, health, education, etc., 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 then also you may contact me. You may also contact me for a Vastu instrument. This Vastu instrument can solve all your Vastu problems of your flat, office or factory. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you may contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. जय माता दी, जय मां काली।